Hello, I'm Mazgun Yılmazov. Welcome to 5 Minute Art. I will talk about a painting by the Italian painter Giotto today. San Francis receiving the Stigmata. San Francis is a Christian saint who lived during the end of 12th and the beginning of 13th century. He is the founder of the Franciscan order. The Franciscans believed that Jesus rejected earthly possessions and lived a very poor life in simplicity. Following Jesus, the Franciscan monks choose not to have any possessions. They are dressed in simple clothes and live in poverty and humility. San Francis is depicted kneeling in the left of the painting. The simple brown clothing on him, which we call the Franciscan habit, and the half-shaven head is a typical Franciscan look. The golden circle ray of light behind his head shows his sacredness. That is called a halo, and reflects the divine light. Jesus appearing to San Francis is shown on the upper right corner of the painting. He is depicted in a pose of crucifixion and as a seraphim angel with 6 wings. Seraphims are the highest level of the angels and have 6 wings. The wounds formed on the hands, feet, and the body of Jesus during crucifixion is called the stigmata. Here in the painting, we see that the rays of light reach from Jesus' hands, feet, and body to Francis and create the 5 stigmata on Francis as well. That is a miracle and is a sign of Francis' contact with Jesus. The lower part of the painting, which we call the predella, displays 3 important scenes from Francis' life. In the first one, Francis holds up the collapsing St. John the Lutheran Basilica. The Pope of the period, Innocent III, is sleeping on the right side and is dreaming of that. With the help of this dream, in the second scene, Pope approves the establishment of the Franciscan order. The third scene shows a sermon Francis gives to the birds. He was one of the saints who could talk to the animals. Giotto's painting is a transition piece between the medieval art and Renaissance. The gold background is a typical medieval feature, which symbolizes divinity and heaven. The saint being designed to be much bigger than his surroundings is also another medieval feature. But despite those, we still see signs of Renaissance in the painting. For example, the buildings on the lower right and the upper left sides of the painting display a sense of depth. Giotto has used the technique to present some perspective and depth to them. Similarly, the distance created between Francis and the hills behind is also another sign of the linear perspective, which we will see fully develop during the Renaissance period. Now we conclude the analysis of this interesting transition piece of Giotto. See you in another analysis video. Thank you.